right at the door. Talk about door security.
Yeah. All right. So what's our thoughts on Starfield so far?
So far, and I know we're going to get into our pros and cons.
It's going to turn a whole up brawl soon.
so far, I'm going to say, and I think me and you're on the same page with this, we like it, right?
Like it, yeah.
We like it. It's a great game. I'm not going to say there's no complaints.
There's a lot of them.
But it's an awesome game. And I am actually really enjoying it. I know we're going to get into this here, but we have a lot to complain about. But in the end, I want to say this before people take this episode the wrong way, because I know it's going to be I think it's easily going to go down the way of we're just bashing Bethesda.
And we're not Sony ponies.
What? Sony ponies?
The pretty much fanboys of Sony that attack the other.
Important to say. I keep forgetting that Starfield's an exclusive to Xbox. Yeah. No. So yeah, overall, liking it. I don't know what to say. I'm loving it. Would you say you're loving it?
It's entertaining me. It's something I'm not regretting spending my time on. Like, it's no Baldur's Gate where I'm loving every second of it and like just my time fades away in playing it. But I am enjoying it a lot.
Yeah, I haven't played Baldur's Gate yet. So that's something else to point out too. I didn't even think about, like, it came to Game Pass and you're playing on Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
This is one of the first games I didn't have to go out and buy that I was really excited for.
Oh, yeah.
And it feels weird that I just had it. I didn't go to any midnight release or anything. Would you have spent $70 on this game?
I definitely would have waited like a week or so to see reviews and everything. And honestly, after I don't know if I would have done it. If after seeing reviews and everything, hearing a lot about it, I may have waited until it went on sale, like maybe like half a year later, but maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. I know I would have bought it because I was so down for this game.
I would have probably waited for your opinion.
Yeah, I definitely would have bought it, but I would. Is it worth $70 though?
It's hard for me to even still now justify $70 for a game.
I just was hoping to start this episode off positive, and here we are already. So what? Let's go on. Before we get into that, and I know we have some funny clips and glitches to show later on here.
Hilarious.
which we both have we have 4 videos apiece, right?
Yeah, 4. And
neither one of us have seen them, so we're gonna be doing that live here soon. So some things I like about it. So I like the game. It's like it's weird because I can't name like what I like about it. I think it's just a Bethesda charm.
Yeah, there is a certain charm to like all their games that like even with all the jank and things like that, they keep you coming back to it. Like there's almost a charm to the jank.
it's janky charm.
Yeah, like there's some games like clunkiness. It doesn't in its favor, like that make it unique. And I honestly think this is one of them.
Yeah, and the characters are still lifeless.
Yeah, they're hollow. That's also another thing I need to get into later.
I'm still trying to stay positive. Okay, trying to stay positive.
Lockpicking. It's fun.
Lockpicking is really fun, and I've only done it like twice.
Oh, really? Only twice?
I don't have any lockpicks.
It's everywhere.
I know it's everywhere, and I don't have any of the picks. You have to have a pick,
Digipicks.
Right? Yeah, digipicks. I don't have any of those.
I love that word.
Yeah, that's fun. It reminds me of Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell always had, I think, the best.
It reminds me of Ratchet and Clank. You remember the first one?
Barely.
Mason was mentioning this when I was playing it. It's like the same thing where you got to rotate the things and like the beams. Remember it?
Kind of. I think so. I'm sure if I'd seen it, it'd come back to me. But no, so lockpicking.
Lockpicking's good. The ship combat, I do really love. It reminds me a lot of Elite Dangerous, but except Elite Dangerous was a lot harder. You had to like multitask it. It was a space sim, but this game captures a bit of that fun and makes it easier to understand. And I do love it.
I didn't play enough of Elite Dangerous to really compare it, but from what I remember, the ships kind of feel.
It's like exactly the same with the D-pad. You got to like put the engines, the thing. Though
I like that.
There was a lot more into it in Elite Dangerous.
I'm sure they had to walk a line of making it too complicated, but still universally friendly, user friendly is the word.
Yeah.
But I'm trying. I keep wanting to say negative things. So, I like the gunplay.
It's not a bad game.
No,
like,
no,
at all.
no. It's not a bad game, but there's still. I don't know what there is to like.
It's a game that, like, in a year or two will be a good game, like a really good
I
game.
think that's. I don't know. Like I think over time this game is just gonna get better.
Like all of Bethesda games.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna get better, and not. I don't even think it's just. I'm curious to see what the modding community is gonna do.
They're already at it.
So I don't want to get this. Here we are already negatives. The UI is one of the biggest problems everybody has.
Atrocious.
But I heard a rumor. I don't know if this is true or not. Bethesda already knew that one of the modding community always does UI mods. The first thing they do. So Bethesda didn't even bother making like that. I don't know if that's true or not.
Console player.
I know. I don't think that's true, but I just thought that was a funny thought. It'd be pretty crappy. But the combat itself, gunplay is fun. I think it's fun. It's way more fun than Fallout, I think.
Oh yeah.
And id Software I read helped with the combat in this. Or I don't know if it's just the gunplay or all the combat. I don't know what exactly, but I thought it was just the gunplay.
It definitely it captures a bit of Doom because I recently just played it. It you can see where they took the elements of more fast pace. It's cleaner than like Fallout and everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as rough around the edges and everything.
Now the death animations are a little bit better. The ragdoll.
And like your actual like death, like when you die.
Yeah.
That is by far my favorite thing.
Yeah.
The freaking what is it, Skyrim, the giant smashing. They just added the regular deaths, and it's the best thing ever.
Yeah, so like it's fun it's always funny to watch yourself die. What else we like in it?
The problem is I'm waiting for you to say something.
I know. I like the characters, as hollow as they are,
I haven't gotten too far enough to like exactly like know them like too well. Like,
yeah. So we're how many? I guess we should say how many hours in.
I'm a day in 19 hours.
Really?
Though a lot of that I spent in Ship Builder, like at least 6 hours, which that's something that is really fun in it.
Okay,
like,
so
I love it.
I am probably about 20 hours in. So like the story so far, I'm interested. I just don't know if it's gonna be great or not. I don't know where it's going. But the Shipbuilder, you like it?
Oh, I love it.
Because so I've heard all the opposite. I've heard it's really hard to figure out, and I couldn't figure it out. I keep trying to mess with it.
So it takes a lot of the Elite Dangerous stats, so that might be something I'm a bit better knowledgeable on. But like mass and well, not really mass, but like I understand that already. Like makes it, but the ship combat. Oh, what does it remind me of? It reminded me of something like kind of reminds me of Minecraft actually, like placing things and like making it look nice and everything. But it's just fun. I like it. I like placing things, figuring out a ship, how to get it to work and everything, and diverting power.
Wait, in the builder?
Yeah.
So I didn't even mess with that. Like, what is the power?
Oh, it's not really like you can't. So like your weapons will have like they'll require like 3 power in your generator.
Yeah.
You've got to make sure you have enough for like your generator, your weapons, all of your weapons, and I feel like there was something else that your shields require power, and you got to like micromanage that and like make.
Are you talking about just in the combat in the lower screen with the D-pad?
No,
like in the
when you're actually
building.
Yeah, because you have your generator.
That.
Your generator is like the notches that it will require.
Yeah.
Though I could be completely wrong with this because I haven't really played it too long and everything, but your generator, it has like a certain amount of power and you place it and your weapons require like 3 and they take 3 away from your generator and like base, like no notches. And so you can't get overpowered and put like 100 missiles on your thing and just obliterate everything.
See, like that sounds cool, but it's so, for me, jumping into it, I'm not. It seems too complicated, and I don't know if I'm actually gonna get into that before I beat it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just been my favorite.
Get frustrated. I need to mess with it again more. But I've heard only bad things about the shipbuilder so far. But
really?
Yeah. All I wanted to do was like move my cockpit up, and I couldn't do that.
Oh yeah, because your cockpit's got to be like positioned on like the same tile, I think, as your docking bay. I don't know why. I think that it was a warning that was telling me when I was making.
So there's like levels that certain parts have to be at.
Yeah, I think I could be wrong about that, but I got a warning that like I interpret it as like the docking bay had to be under the cockpit
I
or
guess
near
that
it.
makes sense.
I'll have to go back and see, but I thought that I read that right. But yeah,
What's your favorite thing about it?
favorite thing about the game?
Yeah.
Oh, so far, absolutely ship combat.
The ship combat itself.
Oh yeah, I've been for so long. Elite Dangerous. I don't know if you know about this. They stopped like updating the Xbox version and went to PC, and it kind of killed my drive to play it. Like knowing that they kind of should abandon it. And I've been waiting for a game that have ship combat that finally matched it or is fun and everything. And may not be exactly like it, but it's close enough to scratch that itch that I've been wanting to play it for a while, and it's been enjoyable.
It's fun. I'm not really into upgrading my ship and stuff, so like it's starting to get difficult. It's like I don't feel like messing with it. I don't know about this yet, but I heard there's a part toward the end that you should have your ship ready for.
Or were people just gliding past it and then not at all upgrading your ship?
Well, that's what I'm doing. I like you almost don't need. All right, are we done with the positives?
They didn't go on long, but
no, it did. I want to say some more, but because I don't. Like I said,
I don't feel it's gonna drift in and out.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I can't stress enough. Like I don't want to trash this game. It's fun. I'm still playing it, and I'm looking forward to playing it again. Yeah. Well, do you want to go into negatives or do you want to go into our clips?
I feel like there's more positive things I had to say about it.
Well, okay, let's keep going positive. I'm all for positivity.
Why is it that I've been playing the game for like a week straight? This is something I love about it.
I like this. I gotta think something I like about this game.
It makes it seem so bad.
The world is fun. The lore they have set up is cool. Every time I have something positive to say, I have a negative for it. So I was like, it's not like Mass Effect.
No.
There's not like these alien races that have their own lore and their own religions, their own factions, none of that exists. It's all very bland, but it is interesting. There are different factions there. You can get involved with all of them. I've heard some people complain that they don't like that you can literally do all the factions.
You just named one of my big complaints about the game. Because your choice isn't to join one, it's to not do the other one. Like there's no consequences.
No, you can do everything. And I heard the people I was listening to say this was saying like you're the most important person in the world, and like it is weird how you just went from a minor.
It doesn't feel earned at all. It like at least Skyrim, you're the Dragonborn, the Dragonborn and everything. And I guess Fallout has kind of the same thing, but you still work your way up.
Yeah. Yeah, the Dragonborn was that was so fun. Classic Skyrim. Skyrim set the bar too high.
Oh, it set the bar too high for a lot of RPGs. Yeah.
Like I wouldn't call this a space Skyrim.
No, it's a space Fallout.
Yeah, it's way closer to Fallout than it is. And I mean obviously with the guns and all. But the space is huge.
I recently just zoomed out in the map to see all the stars.
Like they weren't lying about that. It's massive. I like here's the thing is everything I like, I just wish they took it a little bit further.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing is like everything I like could have been better, but I still like it. It's these things I like in the game, but they didn't take it further. Like just the
good ideas not executed is like amazing, but not executed horribly.
No.
So it leaves it like directly in the middle. Like this could have gone in so many amazing places, but they didn't take it there.
The guns are cool.
Oh yeah,
the guns are really cool. The melee weapons are cool.
I just got like the
aliens are cool. The wildlife you see.
Okay, I thought you meant like. You found like a Mass Effect alien.
No, and so far we haven't seen anything like that in this game, have we?
How far are you? No, not really.
I don't know if there's any. We're not going to spoil nothing in this, are we?
No, but there is one thing that's been making me mad on like Twitter and the internet and everything. Spoilers coming up.
Okay, you're going to spoil something right now?
Not really. People keep talking about like. Are you to the part yet? Are you there? Is it? Have you seen it? Or don't spoil it. It's big, like halfway through the game. And I feel like in a sci-fi game that can really only be one thing. Like I'm not even there. I don't know. Like I haven't got there, but I've been hearing people talk about a spoiler, and I feel like that can only elude the one thing: aliens. Like
I
in a
don't know. I
sci-fi,
haven't heard anything like that yet.
like
So
I could be wrong. I'm not
yeah,
there.
I haven't heard
I
that.
don't know. That's like the only thing that I can think of. Like maybe it's not that. I don't
There's
know.
something I heard. This could be a spoiler. I don't know if you want me to say or not.
You can.
So there's. I know. I've heard there's powers.
They showed them in the
Yeah,
trailer.
they teased it in the trailer. So
Yeah,
is that what they're talking about then?
That might be. I don't know.
Are you there yet? So I don't know. I haven't got there, and I've heard it's like really early in the game. Have you got there?
I got there literally the last time I played.
Okay, we'll save that. We'll save that. Talk about it later. In case there's some people that don't want to hear about that yet.
I think you're like one mission away from it.
I gotta be. So, what else I like?
There are a lot of things
Planets.
I like about
It looks. I mean, does it look like a Series X next gen console? Like, no.
You're charging $70 for a game that's not 60 frames. Like,
oh, okay. So
that's a big thing.
I will. So I
say
probably
60.
I feel the opposite on this. I am really happy they locked it into a quality mode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I come from more of a cinema background, and I enjoy 24 frames has always been the Hollywood standard, and I always want my games to be more of a cinematic experience. 24, 30 is plenty. It's fine for me. I don't mind that, and I'd rather have the quality and texture. When I pay for a new console, I want the ray tracing. I want the high resolution. I want to maximize all of that. Now, when games have performance and quality mode, I always get overwhelmed because I don't know what to do, because I get why people like 60 frames. I'm not hating on 60 frames or 120 frames. I get why people like it. Some games make more sense to play more fluid in it, especially if you're playing competitively.
Oh yeah,
it
Apex.
Feels more intuitive. I get that, but sometimes I want to get lost in a story, and I guess it depends on the game. If I'm playing a story-driven game like God of War or something, I don't care if that's 60. Like, I want that to be super cinematic. But when they locked it, I was like, good, I don't have to choose. Like, it's what the developers wanted you to play it as. This is how they seen their game, and they pick for you. I like that. I know some people don't, but to me, it's a positive.
My problem is I can understand that. I don't think they nailed the graphics and cinematic look.
Okay, so yes, that's the other side. Like I said, every positive comes with a negative. So no. Is this the most beautiful game?
Not by a stretch.
No, and is it even close? No. The worlds are cool, the planets are cool, space looks cool. The game looks cool, but it doesn't look great.
I do love the lo-fi like space, like the retro like space.
The aesthetics of everything is really cool. That's all cool. What they call it? What they call it? Punk? NASA punk or something?
Was it lo-fi? Like this might be what I was calling like lo-fi NASA or lo-fi like punk. I don't.
Something like that. Well, all those words I think describe the game. Yeah, like the ship looks cool. I love the idea you can walk around your ship. I like that you can lay things in your ship.
Elite Dangerous sitting there, like the walking around your ship. They may have added it near the end, but they didn't have that.
So like that's cool. Especially if you can customize it. Your companions are on your ship. That's always cool to see them like walking around, sitting down and stuff. And I guess that's all they really do.
Yeah, they do have conversations.
Yes.
Like I have Sam. He's like my main person, and I don't know why his daughter will not quit asking him about the drugs he's tried. Like it constantly.
What the heck?
Like, I think my game glitched, and that's like the one voice line that's keep repeated. Yeah, she like,
Starfield glitched.
But like she keeps getting into saying, "Have you ever tried an aura or was it like aura or whatever?" And it's making me think, does she have some? Does she have some? And she's wondering what's gonna happen.
You're just walking by like side eyeing her like on the ship, like what?
Yeah, like did she steal my stash?
Yeah. So I don't know what it is. I can't quite put my finger on what I like about it. Like it just does a lot of cool things. It just doesn't do a lot of cool things great, and it's fun because of that. I mean, it's a fun game. I think everyone should play it. I'm not saying don't play this game. It's a waste of your time. Would you recommend people to play it?
It's on Game Pass. Yeah, it's a great
Well,
game.
yeah, the Game Pass value is insane.
Like, it's a great game for like just playing it and like getting it on Game Pass and everything. Like, it definitely adds value to the Game Pass. Like,
Mhm.
we finally have a game that is hours and hours worth that you can pour into it. Multiple playthrough. Well, I would assume multiple playthroughs. It's Bethesda.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Is like this seems like a game that would be more fun. When I first started it, I thought this would be a game that's more fun the second time around. And honestly, the game, I feel like it's built that way. I think that's one of the biggest problems with it. Another reason I think it's going to get better is because nothing's explained.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to figure, like, nothing's explained to you. The tutorial, there's no tutorials. There's no walk through the shipbuilder. There's no walkthrough on, like, well, you need, like, the jetpack as a perk. Like, it took me forever to realize that.
Oh yeah.
So, like, I didn't know why I couldn't use the jetpack. There's just so many little things that you just don't know yet, and you don't understand. Well, at the beginning, also, when you're building your character, there's all the traits.
Oh, like what they do. What
What
does
are they
this
called? Traits?
mean?
What are they called? What do they call them?
Traits. I think.
Traits. Yeah, and like I don't even know what this stuff is, or to be part of this kind of faction. It's like I don't know
Like
anything
who the
about
Free Star, the
I don't-
UC, the
that. Yeah,
Neon Rat.
you don't know any of
Yeah.
that. There's no like brief description anywhere.
Yeah.
So I think this game is meant for the second playthrough. It's like it's
Yeah.
built for people to already know it, and I think that's kind of I think this is what will happen. People will learn the lore. You'll play through it. You'll understand the game more, and people will play through it again and have more fun the second time around. But I don't think I'm gonna play it again.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
A game really is to invest me for like a second time going through.
Mhm.
Though the entire time, like just every game, like I'm gonna 100% this, and then when I'm done with it, like there's that other game I need to play. I'll come back and never do.
Yeah, it'll especially nowadays there's just too many freaking games.
Except
this
Baldur's
game-
Gate. I'm coming back to that one when I beat it.
I can't wait to. I haven't bought Baldur's Gate yet, but
I'm 200 hours in, haven't beat it.
What? You already
Oh,
200
yeah.
hours? Oh, yeah.
Well, my save is 140 hours. I have an extra 60 in save scumming, which is a problem I have. And I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, so I die a lot, I have to restart.
Oh.
And
Yeah, that's one I really want to get. So that's a reason why I really don't want to play through it again too. But it's kind of over for me, and this is a me problem. It's kind of overwhelming me, where I just
don't know what to do.
No, I just kind of want to finish the story and be done.
I've had
But I'm looking forward to finishing the story.
I'm not
I'm
far
not-
enough in to even know what's going on.
Like, I'm not dreading the game. I want to play it, but I don't know when I'll ever pull it back out.
Yeah. Maybe when mods come to Xbox, or I just not realize I can play it on my PC
Mm-hmm.
because of Game Pass.
Yeah.
Okay, I might be doing a second play.
So like, yeah, I mean, there's the value there in that, but yeah, I don't know. People should play it, especially if you got Game Pass. Give
It
it a
is
try.
not, yeah. This is coming from like a critical mind of I'm very stingy with what I buy, and I'm thinking like $70 next gen. The console is $500. I don't think it's up to next gen like
No.
quality.
No, it's not. But what I would recommend people sign up for Game Pass. Don't buy the game.
No,
Sign up for Game Pass. Try it there.
yeah.
And then buy it if you love it, because you're gonna get a lot. If you're, I'm just gonna say, if you're not signed up for Game Pass right now, and you just not signed up for it, you're in for it. Like
Oh, yeah.
Starfield is not even. That's not even the tip. Like, or that is just the tip of the iceberg, right? Is it the same? Like, there's
think-
so much on Game Pass right now.
I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. The games on it. Halo Infinite's the only one that I
Yeah,
can think
Halo,
of.
Gears of War. You get EA Play now with it, so
You do?
yeah. So you get it right, or used to.
I don't.
We have to
I feel
fact
like-
check that, but yeah, because you get Mass Effect. All the Mass Effects are on there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, you get all the Mass Effects. What else?
Maybe don't start Mass Effect and Starfield at the same time. You probably won't come back to Starfield.
That's Mass Effect story is so good. That's a
That's like master tier.
yeah.
writing.
I don't want to compare them, but
Yeah, I won't compare those.
these are
two
AAA
because-
games in the same realm. But
And one was made like 10 years ago.
yes,
So
yeah, Starfield. Really okay. So do you want to go into our clips, or do you want to go into negatives? Then we've already been a little bit in the negatives.
We've already,
We're already in the
we
negatives.
started at negative.
So do you want to go into our clips, or?
We can, yeah.
All right. So we have a couple game clips to show to each other for the first time, and they're glitches and funny things. Not all are
I
glitches.
have, I think, 2 glitches and 2 funny
Okay.
things. and I did edit both of them or all of them, and I added some effects and not effects, sound effects, and I memed them up.
Okay. See,
Made 'em a
I
bit
did
funny.
not. Okay, so the first clip you got here, Ryan, is called Black Hole.
What was? I don't know.
What the heck? Your head turned into like a vagina on your neck. Look at this. What is that?
I am uncertain.
That's why I called it black hole.
Conflict with us was advisable.
What? What?
So this clip isn't mine. This was Mason. Only one of these is mine.
Oh.
So
okay.
this is given to me, and I was watching him play, and I look over, and he's in the space station. It's changing. I think it was like changing gravity or low gravity, and his head just caved in on
What
himself.
the heck?
It looked like he got ripped apart by a black hole. Then the audio. I don't know.
Did
if
you add that?
I added the the portal thing.
I was like, what is that?
And there's an orc screaming sound effect I added to it for no reason.
Okay, here's one of mine. Mine, I have a feeling are not gonna be as great as what you have, but I'm gonna start off with this one. This one you've already seen, but let's show this one. I thought this one was funny, so I'm going as a stealth brawler.
I'm going as a stealth like sniper or whatever.
So here's my clip. Oh, I need to fast forward. I guess.
I don't like. Is it because of the low gravity?
Yeah, but the thing was when that happened, I didn't know it was on a low gravity planet. So that was hilarious. Like it just kidney punch because you
it one shot. Like, what is that normal for you?
No, not honestly. Stealth's been really hard in this game, but
Oh, yeah.
no, I think I don't know if you could see his level or not in that, but he was a low level, I guess, or something. I didn't expect that, but
I don't get just a slow tumble over.
yeah. Okay, your next one. Which one?
So, just pick one. Any of them will do.
Neck break.
Okay, this one I take a little pride in. Also, not my clip. So
I gotta watch it again. Hang on. He's right at the door. Talk about door security.
So I was watching it once.
It cracks me up because he's at the door with a gun, but he's not ready to shoot.
An elbow. But I was watching Mason play, and once again, like all these were his because he had so many funny moments and clips that I felt like I needed to do something out of it somehow.
I wish you came on this episode.
And it just looked immediately when I saw two of these clips. Immediately, it's like Mortal Kombat neck break would work perfectly for that. And asked him to give it to me.
Okay, so my next one I'm gonna show you is called. I just called it Ship Face to Face. This is me in Ship Combat, but we were basically just butting heads.
What?
You can hear him in the ship.
I imagine you just in the cockpit, like flipping each other off.
Like, listen, you can hear him. I don't know what he's saying. He's like,
It sounds like JD.
it sounds like, yeah. This is pound them to dust. I don't know what was going on. Yeah, so I don't know if it's something you guys, if you, yeah, I don't know if you've seen that in this game. It's basically if you don't take like crash damage. If you hit other shit, it's like bumper carts.
Because I've been dogfighting before and just slammed into an asteroid before.
So now you effed up.
Save for last.
Save that one for last? Okay. So this one's called Sideways.
This one's mine.
gun or what?
I don't know. You had it like that walking around because the gravity's changing up and down in this place, and I think I was in the middle of falling when it changed, so it didn't know what to do, and I was glitched around, just walking around like that, and I needed to add that music.
So now, wait, one of mine. Well, I got one kind of. It's not that funny, but it's just a weird glitch that this glitch keeps happening to me, and it's kind of similar to what you just said here. I called it head stuck. My guy always. This went on like forever. He'll just look off like he's just staring off at something.
Yeah.
Looks so goofy. But he just won't stop looking at
it. It looks like you're trying to look back to someone chasing you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's annoying me, and that just kept happening.
I think it might be when you pull out like the scanner, or you have like a party member like you're looking back to.
Something is engaging that glitch in some way because it happens all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this one. This one's also not that. It's not a funny one, but this happens to me a lot.
What? Is that your ship?
No, this is just a.
You can open it?
Yeah, I can open it. This happened again later. I don't have the clip here, but.
Can you get in the building?
Yeah, the door's actually gone because it's usually right there.
So.
And then when I open and shut it, like that one on the inside actually opens and shut as if I was. That's opening that.
So weird. It reminds me of Minecraft where you find like a spot of like procedurally generated like
yes.
Earth like floating just randomly.
Yeah, and this happened a lot on this planet here. I don't remember what planet that is, but that kept happening. Okay, so should I do another one of mine or go to yours?
You can do another one of yours. I don't care.
Okay. So this one I called Bodies Flying. This one's probably my best glitch so far. And this one's a long clip. So, well, let me preface what was happening here. So, I think it was on right after that door glitch actually. I turned around and a ship came down to land, and I ran toward that ship. And I didn't get this in the clip, but there was gunfire inside the ship. There was lots of shooting. So the door opened, and there was a couple dead people. And I was barefisted, so I just ran in and started punching everybody. But they were shooting each other. There was like two different.
They're thinking having a gunfight. Some brawler comes in, a fist fighting.
I was like, what was going on for them to like make an emergency landing? They're shooting each other, and they were pointing guns. And then when I ran on and started punching them, they bolted, running.
What?
So I started chasing them, and this is where it picks up.
What?
And then they ran. Oh wait. It's bouncing. So that was it. But I don't know what was going on that ship. Those bodies, I didn't kill them. Those were the bodies that were on. There was like, I don't know if you've seen like three.
Did you
two
punch
or three.
any?
I hit them, but I didn't kill anybody. And that one guy I started chasing, I punched in the head a few times, but I let him go because I heard the ship starting up. So I turned around and the ship took off, and that happened.
Were they that afraid? You know what? I would be too. You're having your normal ship mutiny as you do with your passengers. Land on a planet so you all don't die, and some random guy on a desolate planet comes running at you with your fist. You got to work together, stop that mutiny, and get the F out of there.
It just cracked me up because like they didn't even shoot at me. I'm just like running, and I hear the ship taking off, and I turn and go, "Who?" And I start running toward the ship, and they just shut somebody in the door trying to get away from me. That guy was already dead. But
leave him.
but
he's pulling him through the cargo like an injured.
So I think it's a good point to mention here. The worlds are disconnected in a way, and we talk about this more in depth. Like there is no cohesiveness in the whole game. I wish if this were to happen, and if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. You don't actually fly and land on the planets, and you don't land on them. You can't take off from. You take off from them, but it's like a cutscene, loading screen, space. Tons of loading screens for next gen. I mean, not to complain about like first world problems here, but like there's a lot of loading screens on this. But I wish like this could have been a story of me running to my ship and trying to catch them in the space.
Chase them.
Yeah, but like that's impossible. It wouldn't happen. Okay.
I know I keep doing this, but bringing it on the Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous get seamless, like planet landing and everything. Like
that No Man's Sky Like it's not like that.
Yeah. Which I would be fine with if the planets were more mapped out and more interesting would be the better word. Because it would be like a good trade-off. Like these maps are good. I can trade that off for that, but they're not.
Another thing too is like because a lot of these are randomly generated, I can't come to you and go, "Oh, have you been to this planet at this place?" and tell you where something's at. There's none of that. Like Skyrim is always fun to be like, "Hey, have you been to Whiterun? Have you been here yet? Have you done this? Have you talked to this person? Hey, have you talked to the blacksmith in this town?" There's really none of that.
Yeah, kind of like the playing together kind of gets disconnected a little. Like when you have like a joy of like finding this and you tell like someone, "Oh, go to this. This will be really
like
fun."
There's almost no one that can can relate to your exact experience.
Yeah,
it's just or if you find something really cool,
which can be good in certain games, like having a different playthrough. But I feel like it doesn't fit this game.
No, I feel like talking about it sounds cool, but it's kind of like you got to play it to see what we're talking about. Like it's not. It's these worlds, these planets are not super in depth. Yeah. There's not like these. You're not going to run into a village of a generated tribe with some generated missions and stuff, and then have this. It's not even like that. There's caves and stuff, but it's like the same caves everywhere.
Oh yeah.
But okay, so your last glitch. This one's called "Now You Effed Up."
Once again, this is Mason. He had so many good clips that I just felt the need to do.
Okay, ready?
Oh, now you fucked up. Oh, now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. You have fucked up now. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up. Now you fucked up.
It was just like a lagging Roomba, and I looked over. They're showing me it, and a glitch, and I looked over, and I was like, "That would go perfect with that clip."
What was it? Did it become an enemy?
I don't know if it was an enemy normally. I don't know. I haven't seen that enemy. It's like a Roomba you can attack.
I think I punched one and destroyed it in one hit, but I didn't know it turned like the red means it's an enemy, right? Like,
yeah. That thing's ping was on a whole nother level. All right, on to like my final and biggest complaint, which we just touched on a minute
I want to
ago.
point something out that, sorry to cut you off, but with this looping trailer in the background, Mason was in here and he had pointed out, now I can't unsee it. The combat in the trailer is sped up.
It's sped up, looks like it has, wait, is it 60 frames? Is that what's going on there? Are we just seeing the game in 60 frames?
No, but like this, I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but the shooting, the combat, the fighting, there's a sniper shot here. Like that the gameplay does not feel or look like that.
Yeah.
It's sped up. And you guys said it looked like Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it was funny because
id Studio made the trailer.
They had to have. Or it looks like it, I don't know. But yeah, it's not that, combat doesn't look like that. It's very Fallout-y, where it's just like trading shots. And
I do like that. I
don't mind it, but add some like cover leaning. So that
there is cover leaning.
There is? You can lean?
Not like the best, but
like your glitch?
No, you go up to the cover and you lean behind it, you'll peek over. It is glitched where it won't work 80% of the time.
Every time I try to shoot around corners, I hit an invisible wall.
You have to get it to like the...
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Back to what you were saying.
You just reminded me of another quick complaint. It's more a me problem. I'm an Apex junkie. I can't get off my addiction of it. I try and try, but it keeps coming back. So I am big into how my controller feels and aiming and everything. Like I'll spend like 2-3 hours on a new game just tweaking the controls, dead zone sensitivity to get it right. This game doesn't have enough control settings. Like usually Xbox is really good like accessibility messing with things. This game doesn't do it. You only have like sensitivity. You can't even mess with dead zone.
With that. I don't really get into all that usually in any games. I'm not super competitive, but I have noticed this game, whatever the default settings are, I'm missing all the time. I'm shooting like I'm not that bad.
It isn't smooth. It's almost like in increments when like you're moving, like it's like ripping, like it's weird.
Could that be because you're used to 60 frames? I'm not used to 60 frames still, and like that's.
I think it's more I'm used to Apex and like my fine tune like controls and like.
But there is something there where I'm struggling with it. It's just I don't know.
It
feels
isn't.
stiff.
It like even Fallout. Like I remember it being better than it. That's
Really? I
like,
don't
well,
know.
maybe it was. I guess that was before my addiction to Apex, so it may be a warped mind of me, but
I feel like the ammo and stuff is not rare in this game.
Oh,
That's something
no.
too. So there is way more gunplay than Fallout because Fallout's post-apocalyptic ammo's a resource. In this game, it's like ammo's ammo. You can buy it. It's being manufactured. There's no scarcity of bullets.
yeah, and I guess it does add a like a harder element to the game if like ammo is rare.
Yeah,
Which fits Fallout actually.
Fallout
like,
does. Yeah, it
being
makes
in
sense.
like
Fallout.
a
No,
survival.
I'd be pretty upset if I was forced to melee all the time in the game, even though that's how I'm playing. Stealth brawler, but that's if anybody is playing as brawler, I can't find a quick way to switch to your fists if you are.
Oh, yeah.
You have to press pause, which that whole menu system's dumb. I don't like it to press pause twice to quick save, but
Yeah, we got into that.
press pause to unequip your weapon to bring your fists up. But there's quick slots, and even if you have an empty quick slot and go over to it, it does nothing. No, it just you can put your weapon up, but then this is annoying because they have a whole skill tree for boxing with bare fist, but there's no quick way to go to your fists.
You would really think they would have done that. Which usually in games, don't you just like move over to your equipped weapon and like it'll take it off?
I just would have thought it'd been like an empty slot.
I
To me, that
really
makes sense.
also do wish that in like when you went out of combat your ship or something went to like a town, it would automatically get option to equip like your attire, like your normal.
Yes.
But I was like, okay, I can put my attire in the quick wheel and just do that. I think I've done it on some games and that work. You can't like de-equip.
I have a clip too, just to show how goofy it is. Like I always am the guy in the space suit, the big old space suit in the normal town. Like everyone's walking around wearing normal clothes and dresses and suits, and like I'm just in my space suit standing there just walking by. Because I always forget to take it off, and then there's your space suit work because your space suit goes over your other attire.
Yeah.
So when you unequip the space suit, like it's whatever you're wearing under it, which I don't know. It's all weird to me. I guess that makes it a little more convenient. So you don't have to go through and trade everything off.
Yeah,
but,
I just de-equipped it when I get into like a town.
Yeah, but it's just annoying. I wish you could set something to where. But the reason why is it because your spacesuit it's armor, works as armor, right?
Yeah, and you can get in shootouts in a town, and
Yeah.
I think there might be some towns where like the
But
gravity
it
will
feels
hurt
so
you.
stupid when you're in a town and like you're in a shootout and like your companion, no one's wearing spacesuits and you are.
Yeah.
Just fully look so stiff like you're walking on the moon.
I probably wouldn't complain if you could do that, like swap in the quick menu and take it off. Like I could do that while running. Like,
Yeah, we could do something like that.
Oh, yeah, we got off track with what I was originally going to say.
Sorry.
My biggest problem is the randomly generated worlds, which the game, it's funny because it's like the big thing about it is you got randomly generated worlds, infinite combat. I've always felt that in games when they do this, they do it to make more content for the player to do and not to utilize it and make the game about that. Like it always seems filler content, not like Minecraft where the fun is of randomly generated worlds exploring random things with so much to do in them. It feels like they added it for we don't have enough content. We need the player to keep playing this and make it something like to keep doing over and over.
Like the only you go to other planets for really is resources.
Money, levels, I guess. But
there's not like you fight aliens, like the life, right? Like
no, you do.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like that's really it.
Oh, okay.
It's not like you're gonna run into some faction that me or you have never seen before. That I don't know. Like there's no randomly generated events.
Like, it's
and I mean, not that needs to happen because like eventually it would all be. I wouldn't want these randomly generated combat situations that are so repetitive. But
which the caves and things are.
I don't know. It just doesn't feel. I mean, the game it doesn't feel like an unfinished game. It just feels like
like a Bethesda game.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you go into the game expecting to play a space Fallout, if you loved Fallout,
which I do,
that's how you should go into this game. And I was actually glad my expectations were shifted because I heard a lot about this before playing it myself. And when I was waiting for this game to come out, I expected like a Mass Effect first person experience.
Luckily, I'm kind of tamed my expectations down with like modern gaming. So I knew Bethesda. I was like, they're probably talking it up a lot. So I'm gonna think Fallout but space, and I was right.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And
But I can't get that nagging thing out of my mind with like what they promised, how much they hyped it up and everything, and it's back there with how great
Well,
the game could have been.
I wouldn't say they've lied.
No, they didn't lie.
Yeah,
no.
they didn't lie. It just sounds better when you talk about it.
A concept on paper sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of worlds to land on, always new scenarios. When you go land, you're like, I feel like I've seen this landscape before, but it's a tiny bit different. That cave wasn't over there, but it's a different cave over there.
Yeah. So I'll tell you my biggest issue with the whole thing is the cohesiveness. I don't like that. And that's where I think it really feels like Fallout though. Is like the ship is almost pointless. You don't you can play most of this, probably 90% of the game. I'm not finished it yet, but without getting your ship. You can fast travel from one planet, to another galaxy, just in the pause menu, which I mean, I like the options there, but the way they have it where you go, even when you go to your ship, it's just a fake loading screen cutscene of it flying up, and then you're in like another little it's a mini map around the planet. And I don't know if you tried, you can't go around the planet.
Yeah, I've accidentally hit the invisible wall.
Yeah, there's invisible walls around the planet. There's like a little bubble you're stuck in out above the planet. And if you fly straight into the planet, I wish you could fly straight into the planet and it would just like go into a cutscene of you.
Like a seamless cutscene of
and then bring up the map thing. But no, if you fly, and I spent forever flying straight into the planet doesn't move. It's this illusion. You're not moving. Nothing gets closer. You done that yet?
No.
Fly straight into a planet. Like just full throttle, boost straight into it, put the controller in, and let it go.
You won't get any closer?
Never.
It won't like warn you to teleport you to like it?
Nope. And
I'm honestly curious on the mechanics of that, how that works.
Mark it. It can mark something too, and it'll show you the distance. You know, like mark something, the planet, and that won't move. You're not moving.
Wow,
It's all
did
fake.
not notice that.
And that's what it's like. You have to press X or press pause to go land on the planet. So then that almost feels pointless. That whole emptiness above a planet feels pointless. There's nothing to do unless there's ship combat. But that just bugs me because it's like it's so broken. And then the galaxy or gravity powered module to jump is pointless. It feels like because you can just fast travel. And it automatically puts them in. And I don't know how to describe what I'm talking about unless you played it. There's a little thing where you have to shift all your power to gravity jump, right?
You shift gravity.
Which is cool, but you don't have to do it.
Yeah, you can just get in the map.
So I feel goofy when I do it because like I don't have to do this. It's just to like make it feel like I'm really in a spaceship kind of thing if I want to.
Which I think you might have to do when your combat want to jump out. You might have to put one in that and jump out of combat if like. Say you can't, like you're getting wrecked, like you might have to put one in that jump out of the area.
I guess that makes sense if you're in the middle of combat.
And I think more makes it quicker, but
I don't understand. So that's what I don't. And then I had heard if you turn around and try to fly out toward the galaxy, you can actually reach other galaxies.
Oh,
I don't know if this is true, but I heard about a streamer who put their controller down, went to sleep, and just put it on the throttle up and just blasted in one direction. And ended up hitting another planet in like 7 hours. It took 7 hours to.
I do remember hearing that. Yeah, was it Pluto?
I don't know, but it was just like, why couldn't I don't know? Is there a way that we could have done this and like actually flown around the planet? I guess like realistically, you're not gonna get somewhere quick, but can't you like have some kind of fake technology where we are able to go super light speed and fly through from? Maybe not another galaxy, but at least the planets in their solar system.
Like you're doing that already when you go in the menu, so
yeah,
it would fit in the lore.
I don't know. I don't know how.
And I don't want
play. And maybe they did that, and it was just awful.
Maybe
this is maybe they fixed it.
Yeah, like I don't want Elite Dangerous. Like keep bringing it around that, but I do think it's a good comparison. It's a flight sim.
Yeah, it's like the best space flight simulator.
Yeah, like it would it would take months to get, if you wanted to get to the center of like the universe, it would take months of jumping. Like it was real. I don't want that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that either.
I would want to compromise, like
Yeah.
something like in between, way in between. But it feels like you're getting somewhere. But it does take a while, a bit of like a challenge to get to a place you want to. Like it isn't just you're there.
Yeah. And I can't even think of a game that does that well. Like, I don't know. That doesn't, there's a reason why that doesn't exist. Because maybe if it did, this would have been the game to do it. Because even Mass Effect doesn't let you do that.
No.
Mass Effect works kind of like this.
They had the board with the Reaper, you know, where you like had to outrun the Reapers. It's pretty much how you get to the map.
Yeah.
But there was charm in there other than just a map and fast travel.
Because you would travel to other galaxies and other planets, but then you could walk on your ship above that planet,
Yeah.
and then you could land if you wanted, right?
I
So
think-
at least Mass Effect 2, I think. I don't remember Andromeda or anything.
I just played through it. I should know.
I want to play Andromeda. I liked Andromeda. I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, it's not getting to that.
Yeah.
I have some choice words about that game
Yeah.
recently.
I mean, it's not a good Mass Effect game, but I thought it was a fun space game. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. So far, I'm liking. Do you have anything you want to add more to this?
I feel like there was one thing, but I don't think so. It's
Well,
not a bad game.
No, I
It-
guess to summarize it, it's not a bad game. We like it. There's a lot of things that need to be improved, and maybe they can be improved with updates. I guarantee next year this could be a totally
Oh,
different
yeah.
game.
Especially with mods, if they do end up
Oh, yeah.
adding mod
Yeah, yeah.
support. I do like it is, if you have Game Pass, play it.
Exactly.
You'll get it.
Killer value.
I personally would not pay 70 for it, at least.
I don't think I would either.
60 would be a stretch. It doesn't feel completely next gen, like
No,
blowing away.
honestly, I never finished the game and probably didn't play enough of it to make this comparison, but it reminds me of Outer Worlds.
Which one was that? Is that?
That was Obsidian. Made.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I started the game 3 times. I love it.
yeah.
But I love it. I don't know why I haven't been able to finish it. I just get distracted by a bigger game. I've been so excited about
Mhm.
coming out and end up dropping it.
It actually, more I think about it, reminds me more of that game than.
I honestly think the little bit I've played of that, the Outer Wilds, right?
Outer Worlds. Outer Wilds is another game. Yeah.
That name, Outer Worlds.
They came out close together too, I think.
Yeah, and the name seemed like Wilds and Worlds. I feel like we're
Oh,
Spot
Wilds
up.
is a fun game too. That's a game that lets you travel. There's the example I was talking about.
I've never played that game.
So I never finished it, but like you literally can fly from one planet to another planet
I did watch
seamlessly.
someone play it though,
Yeah.
like a little bit. Not
I need to go back to the game, but yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like everything's connected.
yeah.
It feels like the space feels like a menu of map selection.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel organic. It doesn't feel connected. But I mean, space is so huge. Maybe that's the way it
And-
acts. I don't know.
That feeling isn't necessarily a bad thing in some games, but it feels like they didn't want you to feel like that, but it does, which makes that feeling worse.
I don't know. But yeah, overall, great game. Can't tell you why, but it's a good game. But the Game Pass value, you just can't pass that up.
Yeah.
It is an amazing Game Pass game. Totally worth signing up for Game Pass just for it. But yeah, just I think if you're gonna go into it, just be prepared to play a space Fallout game. If you loved Fallout, you'll like this. I think.
If you loved Fallout, could deal with the jank
Mm-hmm.
clunkiness, you will love this game.
And then we are planning on doing a part 2 of this, maybe even more. I don't know yet. But after we finish the game, we're going to come back and then give our final thoughts
Yeah.
on the whole thing after all. Because we haven't finished the game.
Not even close.
I mean, we've had a lot of negatives to say so far.
But all negatives,
But
which
all
is
these
the problem.
negatives somehow make it positive. I don't know how that works. But
And yet we keep coming back to it because some of Bethesda has a charm in their jankiness.
yeah, like I'm looking forward to playing it later.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't know if I'm going to play it again when I beat it.
I mean,
yeah.
you have to be a good game room to play it when you beat it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like honestly, I like a good 6 to 10 hour game to replay. I don't want to replay 70-hour game again. That's just me though. But
Yeah, I love 200-hour games.
yeah. Well, I think we should wrap this up here.
Yeah.
And that's it. So if you guys want to see part 2, subscribe or bookmark it, come back to it and make it a hassle. It's easier just to subscribe, I guess. I don't know.
And if you did hate us, then by all means dislike. That's fine. I'm personally fine.
We
with
won't
that.
see it anyway, right?
Nah, no.
Or no one will see it. We'll see it.
Oh yeah, forget
Nobody
about that.
sees dislike. Doesn't matter. Just leave us a hateful comment.
Oh, that I would love because that's more content. If you can leave me hateful videos, I will personally make a video reading
Actually,
them all.
you know what we should do? Have people submit videos in of their reviews of our videos. So tell us why you didn't like it. Or
yeah.
Or if you liked it, be positive too. But tell us why you disliked it. Maybe we'll show it on the channel.
Yeah, let's get the reacting to reacting of a review going.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will see you guys in the next one.
Hopefully.